What faction would you all like to see today? We play the Gaelic Kingdoms, Welsh, English, Great Viking Army, Viking Sea Kings. Let's see. Gaelic Kingdoms, the Irish. Anybody else out there? Got opinions on what we should play? The Irish. Yo, what's up, that guy Richard? You want me to play the Sea Kings?
Our foes shall fall. You can rely on us. Enemy blood will flow.
Alright. Since I've already played the Mighty, we'll go for Irish, but
You can rely on
Viking Sea Kings. Try Meath? What's Meath? Are you talking about Mercia? Or Merce? Mersa? How do you pronounce that? Pronounce. No idea how to pronounce that. Yo, what's up, Jawkick? How you doing? No, he means meth. Irish, it's called Meath now. What, the Mighty? The Mighty or Meaty? How are you doing? I'm down for Great Viking Army. Well, how about this? We'll get a straw poll. Alright, straw poll. Straw polls are great. What faction do you guys want today? Vikings, Sea Kings. I will more than likely be playing for several weeks Thrones of Britannia, guys, so I'll probably like be playing a good pretty much every faction. Give me a second, I'm just making the straw poll. Alright, here you go, guys. Go ahead, put your votes in. And we will decide from there. Yo, Dropkick, are you gonna be playing much Total War Thrones of Britannia, or are you just coming around to see if you're actually gonna get into it or not? Anyone else that hasn't voted, there you go. There's the straw poll. By the way, we will also be doing a giveaway later today if we can reach 100 subs. We are currently at 68. And you've been playing Total War for more than 1 day, silly amount of hours into it, dude. Tell me about it. So it looks like it's either the Great Viking Army or Viking Sea Kings. We have 5 votes for Viking Sea Kings and 4 for the Great Viking Army right now. So it could be swayed at any point in time. If anybody votes, they can tie it up with the the Great Viking Army and the Viking Sea Kings. It's gotta be Vikings. You haven't played you've played most Total Wars from No 1 to Warhammer 2. Only Empire and Napoleon Total Wars elude you. Elude you as in you haven't played them. Honestly, Empire and Napoleon are still good to play. Okay, so looking at this, Viking Sea Kings it is today, boys. So we can either play as Dyflin, or we can play as Sudriar. Sudriar starts up here. Their differences. Field of Assembly, an assembly of free men and lawmakers who meet to decide the matters of the day. It sends the army on missions to keep them busy. Very strong axe and sword infantry, has access to berserkers and Norse units, good unit diversity. Dyflin starts right here with a small island and a small start in Ireland. Slave trade. For some, the keeping of slaves is an integral part of their culture. Gain slaves by winning battles and raiding, sacking, or occupying settlements. Sell them each turn, improve income by building thrall traders. Minus 15% construction cost, all regions. Very strong axe infantry, and has access to berserkers, good general unit diversity, and strong javelin men. Go with the Great Army. Well, we'll probably play we're gonna literally play all of these factions, and then each individual sub faction dropkick. So I usually, what I'm gonna do something a little different on my streams. I normally just play an entire playthrough until I've won, but I'm gonna do each day. I'm gonna do a different faction, and then when we have all factions like kind of rolling around, we'll just play, you know, based on what people want to see next. Dyflin. Dyflin it is. I love the music in this one, by the way.
We were not the first to come to these islands, but we are the ones who will write their future. From our base at the Black Pool, Dublin, we can dominate the
Dublin.
sea.
Yo, what's up, Asia Adventure? Thank you for the raid. How you doing?
Son of Ragnar, join the great army and ravage Britannia. And where the last of the sons failed to take control and drowned in the black pool, only we have Ragnar's blood in our veins. In time, that blood will rule all of Britannia.
To be honest, you're really looking forward to the Three Kingdoms? Dude, Dropkick, I cannot wait for Three Kingdoms. I think in the next month or two, they're going to start releasing some, like, more spoilers or teasers.
You can fight by the side of the Irish High King, or conquer his territory for yourself.
Age of Adventure, how was your stream today, and what were you streaming?
And soon, the Vikings will rule all of Britannia. Your holdings reach across the inner sea to Manor. While holding this isle may prove a challenge, you will need to be ready to defend it, as it is crucial to your food supply. Your army is in position, preparing to attack the rebels who threaten your capital.
Yo, what's up, Vivid? How you doing?
You can look farther afield.
You're so jealous? Everybody's always jealous, Vivid Nas. Eliminate rebels of Lock Gubhair. Internal stability, 5 public order, 50% unit replenishment. We stabilize internally before we look beyond our borders. Prove your right to rule and eliminate the nearby rebels. You're good. Uni's been the worst. Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm at the end of a semester right now. It's absolutely dreadful, man. But it's nearly done. Nearly done. Alright, let's see here. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Market and fame. Let's find out. Do we have any technologies we can research on this faction? Not to start. Okay. I figured as much. Okay. We're not at war with anybody but the rebels. Let's see. Ooh, look at that money from the market. Wow. Increase. Public order's pretty bad here. Holy crap. Oh, look at this. Thrall market. Wow. A lot more money and fucking lowers the public order negatives. I'm gonna need some public order buildings here for sure. Definitely gonna have to focus getting our farms built up too. Who do we have? Eastman Fighters, Eastman Axemen, Freeman Axemen. Ooh, I have much more powerful units. Probably more expensive too. Same here, you have no free time, you got 1 week left. How many more semesters do you have till you're done, Vivid? I've got 2 more semesters and then I am done. No more. It's over. Finally. And then I take a 3 to 6 month vacation of doing nothing, and then we go look for a job. Alright, let's see. Long axes, melee skill, melee damage. They have such low melee skill. So, okay, so the new things, guys. Melee skill is basically your melee attack. They used to be melee attack, now it's called melee skill. Then you got your melee damage. They don't have a health stat on these guys, so I don't really know how that is applied. But there's no longer melee attack. Nor is there melee defense. Oh, melee skills also the chance to block the attacks. That's pretty interesting. I didn't even pay attention to that. Armor resistant to missile fire and melee attacks, lower damage. Of course, morale. They've really like lowered the amount of statistics. Except for, of course, range units have like a shit ton. Alright, let's see here. We can get Spear Herdman. Those are 113 per turn. We can get Eastman Axemen and Eastman Fighters. These are the levies. So levies are basically your like bottom of the pool, like your cheapest units, your lowest, you know, class of warriors. Then you got your retinue, which are like people with some money. And your elites are like the ones with a lot of money. They can afford good equipment and gear. Eastman Herdman, Eastman Champions. Wow. Tier 2 sword infantry to start off. Whenever they're available. Okay. Retinue sword infantry and elite sword infantry. Alright, let's get these Eastman Axemen. I don't know about these long axes. Charge speed and charge bonus. They're 56 per turn. They're really low armor. No shield. To recruit or not to recruit? That is the question, huh? Well, we're gonna get some Eastman Warband because those are just like stupid cheap. Long axe men look like shock troops that would be on the flanks. Yeah, that's basically how they are. You're not gonna use them as a direct engagement force. You're gonna be like your shock troops on the sides. Okay, we only have 5 food left. Fuck it. We won't increase our taxes. We'll give it like 1 or 2 turns of replenishment, then we'll take out this rebellion. Then we got to decide what we're gonna do. So Vivid, have you how did you ever get approved for that like internship at Ubisoft, or did that not fall through? Like, what's going on with that?
My prowess increases.
Definitely need to get the farms going.
Not possible.
Raiding? Who the hell's raiding?
No way. We'll see this through. Stand easy away.
Let's see how this plays out. We got Freeman Spearman, Freeman Axeman. Oh, okay, we could win this pretty easy. Let's go. I like the style of the character cards and some of the artwork in this game, but I don't really like the map style because sometimes they're very hard to read on what's around where. So it's a little bit difficult on like some of the more condensed maps to see like what's you know, I know this is a rock, but like there's some areas where there's a lot of rocks and whatnot to tell where you can like set up maybe a good defense and whatnot. Let's fight while it's raining. Alright, Eastman fighters. Have a good look, guys. These are our Eastman fighters. Yo, look at this killer beards. Maybe I should do that with my beard sometime. They got some battered shields. Oh, this is a really cool thing, I thought. You have like the flag bearer for the unit and like basically the commander. I thought those was really cool, and these guys can die like at any time. This is actually really cool. These are Eastman Warband, I think, right? Yeah, Eastman Warband. Just a bunch of dudes with spears. Look, they actually got the like shining from the light on the spears. That's kind of cool. Spearheads. I got a couple different spearheads. Here's the Eastman Axemen with some nicer shields, some armor, leather armor with helmets. Some of them got some chainmail, it looks like. I'm really digging the shields though. The shields look really good. And if you haven't seen one, like you send your guys into the shield wall, or shield castle, should I say? It actually looks pretty nice. I guess they're not. It's not going to show it right now, but.
Battle orders. Axemen.
Okay, you got. Oh, okay, those are the axemen. This is my lord. Yo, look at my king. Dude looks like freaking old version of Ragnar. But with a yellow beard still. Is he the only one with that design on his shield? So when I played the Welsh and the Irish, your kings start on cavalry, but I didn't know the Vikings they kept to fighting on land. Alright, what do we got? We got Spearman, Freeman, Axeman. I'm actually going to send my king into battle because a pretty cool mechanic they implemented in this game. In previous Total Wars, your king could die to like random archer fire and all that. In this one, you have to lose 75% of your unit in order to lose like, you know, your king or your general, which I thought was pretty cool.
Axemen. Axemen. Glory and plunder. Our foes will fall. Ready. Ready for war!
Keep our spearmen near our archers.
Commanders! Archers! Axemen! 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 Commander! Your missile infantry may inflict great damage at a distance, but they are vulnerable when in
Hobo King crown.
Axemen!
Oops.
Aye then. So it is! They won't take us alive! Move it, men!
Red Lion, I am liking the game because I'm taking it for what it is. It's not supposed to be like a brand new title that's like a huge budget and like not, you know, I wasn't expecting it to be like superbly like, you know, different. It's got some changes in the game that you can tell they're doing like some not testing, but like research on seeing how like people react and like the game and the mechanics, the new mechanics in the game. Like, look at these shield walls when they do this. That's freaking nice. Only thing I don't like is the guys in the back end up just standing there like, yeah, we're not even gonna throw our shields up. The diplomacy seems a little bit better from what I have seen, Red Lion. A lot of it does make a little bit more sense. I have noticed in the few playthroughs that I've done, the AI doesn't seem to be gunning for you as much. I actually had in one campaign, I was fighting one faction, and they were at war with the neighboring faction. And so I had already like taken some of their land and kind of just like, I don't want to go any further because they had a 20 stack. I wanted to just like sit where I was and kind of like turtle. And so the AI like started fighting the other faction more. And while they were fighting their stacks, fighting each other, I declared war on that second faction and took their lands as opportunity. And meanwhile, as I was doing this, they were still fighting. And then when they finally stopped fighting to fight me, like they were both so weakened that I was able to just like gobble up all their land. So that was actually kind of cool. I can say on the harder campaigns, which are the smaller factions like the Welsh, the Gaelics, and the Sea Vikings, I have noticed that the campaigns are harder and longer in essence for you to get the ball rolling. There's a lot less battles going on because you're like your little territories in the land of giants. You know, you got four factions that have massive amounts of lands and vassals that if you piss the wrong person off, your campaign is quickly down the shitter. Yes, Norv. It was basically a 1v1v1, but I ended up like taking both their fighting lands. Yeah, the new shield wall formation actually looks extremely cool. Like, check this out. Why are they like still standing? Oh, there they go. I have noticed too on some of the battles that I've been having, like larger battles, the AI would literally do wave tactics with me, which I'm not going to do like as crazy efficient plays like I used to. I'm going for more like, hey, this is what would have kind of happened in battle. And kind of like going for a more like historical way of how battles worked out. And if you'll notice, like the fighting, the blobbing, you know, other Total Wars, there would be more of a like big blob. They're at least controlled. Like, look at this. You can tell which side is who, like a little bit. I got the like dark brown coats, and it's like controlled line warfare, like how the shield wall worked. I'm just gonna send my javelins to shoot in their sides here. Bring over these Eastman axemen. Seems like the AI really wants to just like break through over here. Like, look at this. They sent 3 waves of troops, basically. Cavalry charges aren't going to be like crazy either, because like this is not heavy cavalry. Look at these guys. These it's not like Attila cavalry by any means. If anybody was hoping for like crazy cavalry battles. I mean, they'll still knock guys over, but it's not going to be like Warhammer charges.
The enemy general is dead. The battle is turning in our favor.
So I have a couple screenshots here I could send you guys. So here's something that I did. This was an AI battle right here. Spaghetti lines are still kind of there, but not to the degree they were in Rome 1. I'm sure you guys remember in Attila, spaghetti lines were absolutely ridiculous. If you look at that screenshot, that's my army on the left side, and then the AI on the right. And then here's another screenshot. Like, you can see we had an engagement. I started like sending in waves of troops, and then the AI kind of like literally just kept countering my waves, and it was just like a more realistic to how the times and battles would go out. So that I'm just not abusing the AI, and I feel like if you want to play this game, even on like high difficulties, and you play them more like realistically, you'll have more fun in terms of like replayability and whatnot. Ransom and release captives, or yeah, let's ransom and release. Get that extra 100 gold early. Pay tribute. You need to show your medal. A firm hand and eye to the wider world are required if you are to gain the recognition you desire and the tribute you deserve. Tribute. -2 to enemy morale, plus 5% market all regions. But yeah, those are just some of the, you know, things that I noticed. The cities have some really cool areas for defense. Like here is one area that I didn't actually get to use in the battle, but it was still like cool that you can utilize some of those areas for defense. Here's another look at the that one battle between me and the AI, like just literally standing. Literally, you'll see the AI using shield wall as well as my troops, and we're having like a little skirmish battle. Here's another one. And here's a final one of my troops in the shield wall. The campaign map actually looks really good. Like if you notice, the details are really nice. Like look at these little settlement towns. And look at the actual map. Like, look at all these settlements that Wessex has and Mercia has. Look at what I have. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little areas. Like, even Ireland's actually got quite a bit, but down here is where the bulk of the settlements are in the game. I think Warhammer is still fun, even if you're cheesing it. Red Lion. Warhammer's a different story because, like, even the AI with the way it cheats, you kind of are forced to cheese some of the things. However, a lot of these settlements are just like what they are, little minor settlements. I don't know if you guys know, but in the small settlements now, you don't have any garrison, any protection. You only have your garrison in your main settlement. I can already see that modders are going to be adding, you know, settlement garrisons on the smaller, minor settlements, as well as editing the garrisons for the major settlements, I'm sure. You're still getting this game when you can afford it. Cross your fingers, Edgy Meme Bear, and hope we get 32 subs, and I'll do a giveaway for the game. If I can reach 100 subs, I'll do one giveaway, and then every 20 subs after that, I'll do another giveaway.
Never enemy blood will flow. Show us the foe.
Alright, let's finish this off. We're not even gonna fight this, we'll just auto it. The sieges though, Edgy Meme Bear, are beautiful. Like, the sieges are fucking fun. And like, I don't know if you were here when me and Jackie Fish were playing, we were doing like, you know, rather than a try hard win siege, we were going for a, hey, let's have some fun with this siege kind of thing. And he ended up winning, but we had like about 8 or 9 different engagement spots on the map, and it looks really good. Yeah, I could agree with you, Redemption. I think the settlements should have some sort of protection. Not a crazy garrison, like maximum 5 units. The thing about it is it changes the way the campaign plays out. So like, if I were to split off my army and have like one army with like 3 or 4 units roaming around, I can totally cripple an enemy in their, you know, economy and all that by capturing these little settlements over and over again. And if their main army is like busy trying to chase my army, you know, you can actually cause a lot of like problems. So the campaign aspect of the game is changed a lot because of that. Technology is a little bit different. You have to unlock your technology. So like, for example, to become melee specialist, you have to recruit 10 sword or axe infantry in order to start this research, which I thought, you know, I saw this tree and I'm like, this looks kind of bad. It doesn't look that good. But then I saw how it works. You know, to even unlock melee specialist, that's really cool. You have to do something to get it, not just get a building or whatever. For the spearmen, you have to recruit 10 spearmen units to start learning how to have better spearmen units. You know, and it kind of like correlates to how history is. Like, if you don't do something, you know, people that didn't do something, how could they be really good spearmen if they didn't, you know, fight a lot with spears? Same with siege warfare. You have to have 5 siege battles even to get, you know, start researching siege techniques for medium siege engines, attrition, heavy siege engines. And look, even to get catapults, it's gonna take you a while. Like, believe it or not, you hardly ever see catapults in the game. I didn't see any catapults even by turn 40, and honestly, I kind of like that because when you have catapults, it's practically you can cheese the AI very easily. Same for horse breeding, and then your civic. You know, there's a lot of these actually require buildings, but that kind of makes sense for civic stuff. But the military, having to do certain things to achieve all of this is actually really, really cool. Oh, recruitment. I forgot recruitment. Oh, before we damn it, I can't. All right, we'll go over recruitment next turn. So this is now the leveling of your generals. It's a little bit different In Total War Warhammer, you obviously had your general, and you chose like down different lines, and each line would be, you know, 1 campaign bonuses, 1 army bonuses, 1 the general themselves bonus, like as a fighter. This one, you have your traits and items, just like all Total Wars. Fearless, 5 morale. Bloodthirsty, 5 morale when attacking. Assertive, you get extra command and zeal. Zealot, recruitment cost for all units, minus 5%. It's not bad. You don't really have to worry about recruitment cost too much. More is the recruitment upkeep later on. Melee skill for all units. That's your melee attack, melee defense. Command is back. Command is back, so this is really cool. Command basically increases the bodyguard size of your general, as well enables abilities like metal. I'm not sure what metal does. Rally is just like, you know, you rally your troops from routing or raise their morale. You can get up to 100% bodyguard size for the commander's unit. So that's actually really cool in the Vikings, because our unit's 120, so you can have 240 men in the Vikings spirit commander unit. That's actually really good, because it's a powerful unit. As you rise in zeal, more things unlock, like night battles, morale when the general is alive, those abilities. Now you got governance. I'm sure you guys remember Rome. Do you remember Rome 1? How you had like the management trait or whatever? I can't remember what it was, but it's just basically the same as governance. Governance is basically for your governors. It reduces construction cost, corruption. Corruption is in the game as well. You want to manage your corruption, by the way. And then, of course, increased, income from the market. Then you've got zeal, which is basically what's going to help with your public order. It's going to help diplomatic bonuses, your commander's aura, morale when under siege, morale when the general's nearby. You are going to do a mixture of governance and actual zeal for your governors, because later on, if you're not managing things properly, your settlements, if you have a rebellions, you don't want a rebellion. Like, rebellions actually are let's just say you don't want rebellions. I had a rebellion that completely, my armies were nowhere nearby, and it completely crippled an entire province, which crippled my entire economy in the game. I even had to get rid of armies that were in a war. You have your followers. So followers, kind of like Total War Warhammer, except these are your actual level ups in essence. Champion basically goes all the way up to increasing your command, your armor, your charge bonus, melee skill for the commander's unit, and morale for the commander's unit. So that'd actually probably be really good for the Viking commanders. But this isn't the first thing that you would go for a general per se. What I would suggest for your first thing is going for a quartermaster. Quartermaster, that 30% campaign movement range, the upkeep cost from all units, and recruitment cost is huge. I mean, being able to, the map is huge. You need that movement speed, movement range. You've got Scribe, which is going to be for your governors. You'll get up to 3 governance and 25% of local province income, as well as -2 construction time for town buildings. Really good. This is actually what you're going to use for most of your governors, as well as Bard. Bard increases your zeal up to 3, which is going to be, more public order, and then Fame, as well as reduce enemy campaign movement range in the local province. So that is actually really helpful for reacting to threats. We'll go over Fame next in a little bit. Okay, Forager. This is something that I found I don't really need. You might need it in early game on some commanders, like a governor or somebody that's not actually a general, and it gets the extra unit replenishment, immune to snow attrition, food production. You won't really need this as much. I haven't found a situation where I needed this yet. Pillager, raiding income, sacking income, stops foreign replenishment in the province. That's actually pretty cool. Enemy supplies, local province, and enemy morale. I imagine that I'll probably use this on the Vikings, since sacking is like, you know, I think it's the Great Viking Army that gets the extra income, 150% for sacking. So that will, and raiding even, so that would actually be really good on the Great Viking Army. We went over quartermaster, priest. Okay, you're actually going to use this follower too, for sure. Whenever you have generals that have like loyalty that's very low, we'll show a different general in a minute for loyalty. If they level up and they're like low loyalty, getting a priest, definitely worth getting, just because, well, loyalty is actually huge in this game. It's not like previous Total Wars where you could kind of ignore this system. You actually have to pay attention to loyalty. If you don't, they're going to, you know, rebel. And there was a situation that I had 6 rebellions from 6 different nobles that were all low loyalty, and I lost 6 different provinces or settlements all at once. Big blow. Siege engineer, haven't gotten to see if I needed this. I think you'll probably ignore this one, honestly. You probably ignore this one. So the ones that you want to pay attention to probably are priest, quartermaster, bard, and scribe, and then champion. Those are the 5 most important ones as of right now. Okay, so we were talking about loyalty. Who here likes the by the way, ask questions, guys. If you got questions, please ask questions. Please, that's what I'm here for. But why does this look so cartoony? What do you mean? Like the cards? The cards are actually how like a lot of like things were drawn back in that time. Like this is actually like how things were done. This is like this is how they used to, in this time, artwork was literally of this kind of nature. It comes out next Thursday. So family trees are back, guys. We have a family tree, which I freaking love. I like having family trees. Ivar. You need a break from a BDO? Well, there you go. So this is myself, the king. We've got our brother, who's the next in line. Although I should probably put my son as the heir. That probably lower his loyalty, though. But here's loyalty again. Influence. Influence is basically, you know, what's going to help you get certain things like public order, fame, diplomatic bonus for other factions, as well as within your court. Fame is used towards achieving victory. Current dog the cap. Yes, we will see battles. I'm just kind of going over everything so people can kind of get an overview of stuff. I don't want to just like go on through it. You've got your court of nobles. Candidates you don't have to worry about, but the other nobles, like when, depending on how big your faction is, how many armies and whatnot, you'll have more nobles, which you'll have to manage and actually worry about their loyalty. Let's see here. Loyalty governance. Everybody, if you played Attila or Rome 2, you know about governors. Governors help, you know, manage the settlements in terms of like making things better. Estates. Okay, so estates are a little bit different. Estates when the king has too many estates, the loyalty of your court actually goes down. What's up, Suckhead? So when you get more land, like right here, I have this estate right here. If, say, I had a noble with low loyalty, like Ivar, for example, he's my son, but he's got low loyalty. We can give him an estate, and his loyalty will actually rise up. Now, you'd probably, until people start hitting like 2 loyalty, you probably don't want to just give out estates like left and right. No, it's earlier than that, Eric. It's earlier than Longshanks and William Wallace. Like a few hundred years. I think it's like 400 years earlier than that. This is like still the establishment. This is back in the Viking times when there's still like Vikings around England. If you didn't know, you have your political intrigues, seek wife, divorce, adopt, declare heir, secure loyalty, assassinate, hold feast, lower influence, arrange a marriage, and strip estates. This will be good when you have nobles that are like very close to rebellions and stuff like that. You want to strip their landings and land and all that. Holding a feast increases your ruler's influence within the faction, which only the ruler can do. Alright, sorry, I was going long-winded there. I just wanted to cover all the campaign stuff. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get Quartermaster for that extra movement speed. These guys are recruiting for an army. I'm probably going to go to war with Braga, because I want to take their lands. I want these farms, this fishing village. I want all of this. I want it all.
Our foes shall fall.
Alright, that's gonna... Oh, diplomacy. I didn't go over diplomacy. So now, everybody also... it is different, Asian Eric. It is very different. The campaign's actually going to play very differently. Diplomacy, pretty much everybody you can trade with, you automatically start trading. So, you'll look at trade. I'm already trading for 229 gold with... all these factions. You don't even have to worry about getting trade anymore. The diplomacy, you have things like declarations of friendship, which is kind of like the non-aggression pact, except it just starts to improve relations between the factions. So we have a 60 for relationship. It's gonna go higher. It's efficient. They'll accept the deal. Let's see if we can like snag some money. We can't snag any money, so we're gonna get that. Basically, any Viking factions we can. We'll get declarations of friendship if we can. Wow, that was insulting. Declaration of friendship is insulting to them.
My halls are enriched by your visit. Take a seat.
Okay. And that's gonna end our turn. Alright, so let's see. The coastal conflict. Now that our lands around Dyflin are secure, we should look to expanding our presence on the coast. The regions directly to our north are both rich and fertile, and rightfully ours to rule. We could demand the current rulers swear allegiance to us, or send in our army and kick them out by force. So I can either demand, but I get an unhappy populace. Or we can fight. I don't want to lose influence, nor do I want this public order. So we're going to take them by force.
No, you can rely on us. Not possible. Enemy blood will flow. No way.
Freeman spears, Freeman javelins.
We pledge your service.
See where they can go.
We'll see this through. Never. Eager and willing. March on. Our foes.
Hopefully they can't just take that province.
Rely on us.
I'm going to raise some more forces. Let's see here. I don't really have any food, that's the problem. What we're gonna do is... Oh, when you raise your taxes, here's something I found pretty cool. Your food, actually, production increases with higher taxes. Vice versa with lower taxes. So, if you have low taxes, your food production is minus 50%. Let's see. We're gonna raise it to high taxes right now.
Enemy blood will flow. We pledge your service.
That gives me room for 3 more units to recruit. Let's see. Long axes. I'm gonna go with elite spear infantry for now. We're going to, let's see. Our governor has no zeal whatsoever. So our governor is, where is he at right now? I wish it would show where he is governing. I'm pretty sure. -1 to zeal, chance to have an illegitimate children, generous. Ooh, that might not be good. That might not even let me get any zeal. Okay, so here's something. You see how I have this -1 to zeal and then -1 to zeal over here for generous? This is actually interesting because I won't be able to actually raise my public order over here. So instead, we'll just continue with more governance for the extra income.
Our foes shall fall. No way.
Flanacan. He's got more units than me, but I have better tier units, I would like to hope. Let's hope he doesn't go for Lochabar. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. We won't be in trouble. It'll just be kind of annoying to lose this production.
We pledge your service.
Let's see. Am I missing anything? Is there any more agreements I can do?
We may both benefit from this meeting.
Nope, they still don't like me for some reason.
Sit. Have some.
Oh, also, see how this guy's a vassal kingdom? Vassals can no longer actually like do anything other than declare war or payments. So you can't, if they're a vassal, they can't like pretty much do any diplomacy with you. Kind of interesting. Ta-dum. What have we here? Oh man. This could be problematic. Freemen, spearmen, the Arab warband, and the Kurds, Iron swordsmen. Oh, this is gonna be really bad. I could potentially lose this battle right here. But it's not that much different. Current swordsman should die pretty quickly. I'm kind of worried since they have more troops. They have one... How many javelins do they have? Freeman javelin. 1, 2, 3, 4 javelin units and then an archer unit. That's actually really... Shield wall. There's only 3 tiers of units, Edgy Mean Bear. This could be really bad for the campaign. If I lose this battle, I lose my king. I won't lose the campaign, but it's a really big blow to start off a campaign. And it's an open field, of course, so there's like almost nothing I can do to help cheese my way, I guess. It would definitely cripple me. Peppy Bean. It's for the price, since it's cheaper, I think it's worth it. I'm getting a good amount of enjoyment out of it. Gonna have to really rely on my axemen to pull some crazy shit here. My general's gonna have to be in the fight for sure as well. Let's see, how long is the AI stretched out? About there. Yeah, we'll have a long enough line.
against the enemy's missile infantry. Missile troops are vulnerable to cavalry.
Yeah, I could have got a cav unit when I fought the rebels. Maybe I should have.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. The enemy approaches.
Wipe them from history.
Why are they like acting retarded?
Hasten yourself.
Alright, everybody. Shield wall. What the fuck?
Our general is under attack.
You guys are acting like retarded right now. There you go. It's actually pretty cool. The shield wall actually does like work really well. All right, how are their javelins? They dead. I don't really know what the AI is doing with the shuffling right now, but the fact that they're actually doing a skirmish is actually pretty cool, rather than straight up engaging. Lost a couple of dudes here. Alright, it's about to begin. Alright, AI, what the fuck? I promise I didn't see, the AI was not reacting like this when I was playing, the last couple of days. It's kind of weirding me out right now. They're like, don't know what to do, whether to attack or not. That works for me at least. I'm glad the AI is fucking up for this battle. Oh, thank you AI for being beautiful on a battle that I actually need you to fuck up. The optimization, though, is definitely better. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in Attila, we didn't have this much, like, grass and, like, flower bushes or whatever going around. Yo, what's going on over here? Can you get back on the shield wall? Let's see how my archer's doing for kills. 113 kills. The good thing about this little skirmish, rather than my guys being engaged and not utilizing their shield missile block, is actually going to help out tremendously. So once they're all out of ammo, it's actually going to help me out. Because most of their units are like really low, not good quality, and I still have javelins of my own to use. Alright, let's see if we can tempt them. Oh yeah, it definitely runs better edgy meme battle. Meme bear. And it starts. Alright, let's get our javelins over here. These are our, like, high tier spears. Look at those guys already getting ready to rout. So something I said earlier about your generals, guys. Your generals now, like, they basically are a lot stronger. You have your generals don't just randomly die either. It takes 75% casualties. Once your unit suffers 75% casualties, then your general can technically die. Go ahead and get our spears right there.
See, they flee before our mighty orders. Crush them. The enemy general is dead.
And we killed the general.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yo, Lionheart. What's up, dude? Thank you for the massive host. How was your stream, dude? Wasn't very long, was it? That was a heroic victory. I'll take a heroic victory to start off our campaign on a victory that I was kind of scared I would lose. Ronin Reborn, how you doing? Welcome. Good job on that battle. Well, you notice, like I said, the AI actually does little skirmishes. I don't know what happened. It started shuffling around a lot there, but some of the other battles, it didn't shuffle like that. Obviously, the game's not perfect. You know, there are bugs, so probably going to have to submit that replay to them. Maybe they can, like, analyze it. But overall, the AI tends to do, like, a skirmish battle, and if you like later on, so I had battles where I would send in waves, and so would the AI, and it was just like really cool because using your shield wall while the skirmish is going, and like you losing almost no troops in comparison to if they were in combat while the skirmish was going, is really cool because you can like prolong the lifespan of a lot of your units that way. So we can either take 350 gold or take on the troops. 10% replenishment. That's pretty good right now since we're pretty depleted. And they're hitting a good balance on this one, by way of like the battles. Your high tier units are going to be able to stand up to lower tier units for a lot longer and do very well. But even so, your low tier units aren't always just gonna get completely obliterated instantly. It's like it's a good mix of like elongating battles versus you know, making them too short or too long. I think they're getting a better point on the battles here for how long they can last. And everybody coming from Lionheart Stream, thank you for dropping by. My name's Wild Bill. I am a streamer for Total War Arena, basically every Total War title, and I do a little bit of variety here and there, but for the most part, I play a lot of strategy and Total War games. Had me worried on this battle. That's gonna actually make my whole campaign nice and easy from here on out. Let's see. We can now get that built up. Get some more income buildings. We're gonna finish off this army, and then we get to take how the hell do you say this? Nodba? I don't know how to say that. And Linz. And we don't have any low units, we'll just auto-resolve it. Kill the captives. Everybody coming from Lionheart Stream and following Paladrill, In Bandy, Manda Gamer, Big Aggie, Ronin Reborn 2. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate it very much. We're playing a legendary Dyflin campaign, Sea Vikings. Earlier we had a 1v1 battle for Jackie Fish for a video, and we're going for a good like 18 hours tonight, or today, should I say? Oh dear. Not enough. So next turn we'll take Nodba, Linz, and that'll complete this province, and then we'll move on and decide what we're going to do after that. Let's see. We've already got 2 zeal. If I really want to get more zeal, that's going to give me, what, 1 more public order. Yeah, we'll go for more public order, because we're going to be a little patient while we find out what we're going to do for our next expansion. Make sure we're replenishing. Let's see. Let's upgrade you. Upgrade you. Yeah, we'll upgrade those. And how's our public order? Oh, well, at least we can maintain high taxes. Yeah, it's across the river, so you can't just cross the river in one turn. Sometimes, if you didn't have all your movement points.
Success is rewarded.
Where did my... Here it is. Our scouts are reporting that a small raiding force from Wissing has been seen approaching Britannia from the south. We expect them to arrive within a few months. Okay, that's not my concern. I'm not in southern Britannia. I am over in Ireland right now.
Enemy blood will flow.
Just knocking out the Irish.
To war we go.
Alright, so now we can take this little settlement.
Without delay.
Nice easy capture. They'll run away. We'll make sure to knock them out. Let's upgrade this little guy. And are there any other buildings we can upgrade? Yeah, we can upgrade a farm. Farms are going to be really key in this one for your food. So food, if you guys didn't notice, you have to have food for your armies. Basically, every unit is about 10 food. So if you don't keep high enough food surpluses, it's not about like keeping everybody happy. It's about actually keeping your army in check. If you have low food, then it also affects your public order. So definitely something to keep in mind. Let's see, our governor for our little isle. 10% governed province. Boring, shabby, church, greedy. -2 to governance. That sucks. So even if I got 3 positive governance, he's gonna have... That really sucks. What's my public order like? I guess I'll just go for Bard for extra zeal to get that extra public order. Because I don't have really any public order buildings, and that could be a problem later, depending on what's available over here to be built.
Our foes shall fall. Not possible.
Let's see, let's make sure we got nobody that's got low loyalty. Ivar. When I can get my first army, I'm gonna raise it with Ivar, because one thing I noticed, like, if you don't, so my king is 42 years old. If you don't start getting your heir, like if you don't get them either become a governor or leading armies quickly, by the time they're able to have the crown, it could be bad for like your quarter nobles. Obviously right now it's not a big deal. I only have 1 noble that I have to even worry about. But later on when the king dies, if he doesn't have high influence, which thankfully he does, and other attributes, then it could be very negative. Let's see. Charge for all units. Fearless, skillful, enthusiastic, renowned, -2 to governance. Well, that freaking sucks. So he's not going to be a good governor, but we can get him zeal. And he will be a good commander, though, because he straight off starts with night battles, the level 3 rally ability, and 50% higher bodyguard.
We pledge your service. Enemy blood will flow.
Alright, so here's where I get to actually show you guys loyalty. Well, right now it's going to let us know we have a character with low loyalty, and that is, where is he? Rogvald. Yo, my own kid has low loyalty. What is that? What is that? He has high influence, though. How do you say that? Roggenwald. I don't freaking know. So let's see. we're gonna go to our estates. We have 2 kingly estates. To kind of like take care of that, we're going to give one of our estates to Roggenwald, and watch, his loyalty is going to go up. But his influence also goes up because the more estates you have, the higher your influence. Alright, where did that army go? Oh. Is this guy like at war with him? What's that about? I want to take this out. If I take him out, then I could probably get popular with this dude, and maybe have like a little alliance going when I go to war with Lagan. Let's see.
Have some ale.
How's his attitude towards me? Events, they condemn events mighty. Military actions against Stratklut. Otherwise, diplomatic bonus, military actions against Brega, war with Brega, events with Brega, events Sudrayar. Okay. Let's get a declaration of friendship. Nope. They didn't want that. Hmm. Hey, what's up, Samantha? How you doing? I normally don't stream during the day. I've also been AWOL lately. Hey, Wild Bill, finally a partner streamer. Congrats. Yeah, Suckhead. That happened like a year ago, dude. A bit behind in the times. It's okay, though. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the compliment. We're going to build up this settlement so we can get our next level building. I want to finish off this area, but I think if I take out this army and then sack, that'll actually increase my money a little bit. Plus, it'll make these guys happy with me. We're gonna just auto this. No need to fight such a small battle. Alright, we're gonna sack. Or wait, yeah, we're gonna sack. We killed them. Let's see, barter. He got skilled commander, so he gets extra command, extra influence. Okay, tribute. Those in your thrall must know their place and pay tribute. Increase tribute by taking part in battles, ransoming warriors, and from expeditions. Tribute naturally declines as time passes. If you have not already done so, now may be the time to consider bringing in tribute from farther afield. Your longships are capable of subjugating distant lands and extracting tribute from them. These guys are probably going to go ahead and retake their settlement, which will give me time to get over here, take this settlement back, and gonna be a minute, but so public order works differently now. Like, this occupation is slowly going to diminish. Think of it like provincial instability. It slowly diminishes. And then I'll just have the minus the taxation and buildings.
Enemy blood will flow. That is not yet.
Haven't been here for a while, but I'm happy for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Twitch chat working now? Yeah, it's working, Gates. Were you talking before? And it wasn't registering or something? Alright, let's see if diplomacy changed a little bit with Mighty.
You repay my hospitality with fair words.
Total attitude is improving. Okay, so they're not gonna take a declaration of friendship. However, I will probably be able to do that a little bit later and then have an ally. All I said, this looks like an Attila mod reskin. Okay, so here's my opinion about what they're doing in Gates Nexus. They've changed some things in the game, and I feel like they're going to be doing a lot of, like, this was an R&D kind of project, right? They changed some things, added new mechanics. Not new mechanics, but they some of them are new mechanics. Some of them are kind of old, but like updated. And they're using this to find out what's going to be popular while using less resources. Yes, they're doing this. And being that I took a lot of business classes, like, I can say this is a smart business strategy. Take a lot of resources you already have, so you can make another game and also try different things. Do different things to see what's going to be popular and what people are going to like for future Total Wars. I think that's what their actual end goal is with the Sagas projects, because there's going to be more Sagas in the future. And I'm actually excited to see that because, well, they need more R&D in Total War, honestly. They need more development and, like, new ideas. And at least they're not charging a full price game. They're charging like $35 if you buy during the sale, $40 if you don't. All right, so let's see. What are we gonna do? Wow, look at our income, already pretty fucking high. We're going to grab some more archers. Around, what's the accuracy is 36, rate of fire 40, missile damage is unchanged. Go for that. And I like the way they're doing the actual recruitment now. Like, some people won't like it. I actually personally like the new recruitment style. It's obviously like very similar to Tomb Kings, except it's not building based. You have access to almost all your troop types early game, but you can't recruit a lot of like high tier units until later in the game, because you see this chance to replenish units. So if you look at it, it's a shield biters, 3%. That means every turn there's a 3% chance that after you've recruited one of them, that you can recruit another. That limits you from having like just pure spam of like the highest tier units only. At least for a while. So it makes you like actually want to be careful with your units and like not recklessly, you know, use some of your best units. It's like really killer in the early game if you get one of your top tier units and then you actually lose them. All right, let's see. We're gonna get another Eastman fighter. No, that's okay, Gates. I mean, you're welcome to, you know, of course, that everybody's welcome to, you know, their own opinions and their first thoughts. That's kind of like what my first thought was, but if you'll watch it, you'll see it's better optimized. It's actually the battles actually have a lot more detail than even Attila if you pay attention and you like side by side comparison. Let's see. We're gonna get one more Eastern Axeman. That'll have us 2 Eastman fighters. I really want another Spear Herdman. I don't know if these guys are going to be worth it, though. Fuck it, we'll go. And we'll bite on these long axes. Why the hell not? We got to build up our army sometime, right? Wow, look at this money from slave trade. That sounds so wrong when I say it like that. Neerut. I never knew until now that you're a streamer. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Neerut. Yeah, I've been streaming for like nearly 4 or 5 years now. Sounds like a way to also deter players making auto-resolve friendly armies. Yes, Zyvi. Yeah, you're not gonna auto-resolve. So far from what I've seen, the auto-resolve is pretty balanced. It's not like Warhammer, like out of whack, because obviously there's no monsters, magic, stuff like that that literally threw auto-resolve way off the way off. There are some better changes on the AI, and there are some good things. Oh shit. We got a rebellion already. The bastards! Our public order was just low enough that they could have a rebellion. This is what I was saying earlier about rebellions. You don't want to have rebellions at all. They can be very, punishing. Like, look at this. I don't have food now, surplus like I did. And that also canceled my building production on that, farm. Oh yeah, I know Thamso. We're kind of holding off on building up this iron mine just because the negative public order is just not good. I need to get this province under check.
Enemy blood will flow.
New here, came from Lionheart Raid. Don't bite me, please. Promise not to bite hard. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome, Thamso. Thank you for coming over from Lionheart stream. Good guy, Lionheart. He's very open to helping other content creators. Good guy. Yeah, what's up, Sir Rage Quit? So War Fervor. If you're having problems during your wars, like you're not winning, you lose lands, this is actually really cool how they implemented War Fervor. Basically, when your War Fervor goes down, public order goes down, fame goes down, like it can be really detrimental to your campaign. They've definitely, in this version, added a lot of new things that are compiling on top of each other, so the campaign is very different in its playthrough. Wow, that freaking thing's getting some steam. Let's see. I need public order. Give me public order buildings, please. Church. Wow, there's like nothing for public order except for alehouse. We can get up to 3 public order, and the market will increase. Or we get the church for up to 6 public order. I'm gonna need the church for sure, and the alehouse. Definitely. Go ahead, build up that. Let's go ahead and take back our settlement here. All right, we'll fight this battle. Will there be a Steam workshop? Yes, Gates Nexus. Actually, speaking of that, I think if the modders are actually going to have a good ability to make some things happen in this game. Like, I can already see the settlements are going to have, you know, actual garrisons, like the minor settlements. Do rebels start with full units? Yes. Rebels start with full units even when they're, like, technically recruiting Mothership. The AI, though, does not start with full units. It's just, you know, they're not going to say, oh, we've got a 20 stack of full units. No, they actually have to build up even, like, the player. Volteezy, you never tried this game, but it looks dope. Well, I'd be surprised if you tried it. It's, early access right now. Alright, this should be a decent battle. We have some depleted archers, but we're actually going to take full advantage that we have archers. Our javelins are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to use my elite troops just because I don't want to lose much right now as my front line. These are my better troops right now, the Eastman Axemen. They're tier 1, but they're very strong. Let me take a look at these long axes. We'll use these guys for like a flanking maneuver. Let's see. I like that I get to use my king in battle too now, so let's see. Just do this. A little bit thinner line.
Ready for war. Where is the fight? Our foes will fall. Archers. Spearmen. Axemen. State your orders. Ready. Battle orders. Axemen. Chosen by Odin.
Hopefully I won't have to use my depleted units too much. I'm actually going to keep this elite spear unit right here next to the javelins. And we'll have our other spearmen like right here as protection. I like that setup.
Try pitting your missile infantry against the enemy's missile infantry. Missile troops are vulnerable to cavalry charges, however, so protect them with melee.
Seems like you won't have full health units on most battles, like it more strategy involved. You will a little, like the early game is where you'll have like low health units quite often, Thamso. But later on you can have like you'll get your replenishment up. You'll get time to build up. Like once I've secured this province, I'll have time to kind of like turtle a little bit, get my economy rolling, get my food started, and then pick my targets. I found that I actually utilize the diplomacy more to find out who's at war with who, because you're so vulnerable that if you don't have settlements that you can instantly raise armies and whatnot like right away. You actually have to plan your attacks on like one focus and hope your allies or like your neighbors don't attack you and take advantage. So you want to like you want to basically start making some neighbors happy, and then the other ones that aren't happy, those are the ones you'll focus fighting. Because once people start taking your minor settlements, because they're so easily taken, there's no fight whatsoever, you pretty much start feeling the pain pretty quickly. Well, you'll still have the huge battles, Sir Rage Quits, like later game, for sure. But you'll also have small battles as well. I've noticed that I've had some more small battles, for the time that I have spent in the game. because there's no the large battles freaking hurt basically. If you don't do well, like to replenish that army or get a new army rolling, you either need another army already, or you are going to be in a world of hurt.
We will wipe them from history.
Also, you'll notice, like, look at this. Spaghetti lines are not really here anymore. The AI is, like, spread out, but it's not, like, spread out ridiculous. Like, the AI, if it wanted to in, like, Rome or, like, whatever, would stretch to, like, from here to here. So it's actually nicer for real, nice battle lines. I'm enjoying Tactical. It's fun. And just the amount of grass and detail, like definitely an improvement over Attila, and it just runs so much better than Attila did. Get some screenshots here.
Ready for war.
Alright, looks like the AI's getting ready to engage. Make sure everybody starts getting in this position real quick. Get our famous shield walls going. So our herdmen should be able to take on this noble, no problem.
Our general is under attack. The battle is turning in our favor.
Well, what the heck is the AI doing right there? Enemy general's already dead. Oh, look at these dogs. Those war dogs look like regular English dogs, right? Yeah, they're war dogs. Poor puppers. Somebody call PETA. PETA. So, something I noticed the Vikings so far, Thamso, anybody else, the Vikings have better tier units early game, whereas the Welsh, when I was playing the Welsh and the Mighty or Mid-A, they have not quite as good early tier units. So those, like, couple of units that are, you know, expensive and, you know, high tier or really good quality troops definitely are making a huge impact. What's up, FNet? How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Alright, our war fervor. So, because we won battles, we got extra public order, fame, and unit morale for all armies. Yeah. It actually is. The Sea Vikings, basically. Just saw this new game, play Total War in the good old days. Oh, this one has a good old days kind of feel, actually, believe it or not. Okay, go up there. Do not take that. That is mine. Be pretty pissed off if that guy moves over there. This character has low loyalty. Who has low loyalty? What the hell, man? I just gave you estates, like, come on. Or did I not? Oh, I didn't. Alright, we're gonna give him estates. That makes him happy. That's my own son is, like, pissed off for some reason. Spoiled brat. Get another unit. Then next turn we'll build up our cattle farm, finish our province. Yeah, I have 2 crown estates. I like to keep at least 1 estate at all times, Stamso. So if I have a problematic like person, I can give them estates. So it's not worth like giving away all your estates right off the bat, because you want to have something to basically bribe people with. Son of a bitch. Guy took a portion of my minor settlements. Let's check this guy out. Strength rating 14. He's got Clocker and I can't, I'm not even gonna attempt it. Ard Matcha. I feel like I could take this guy. Let's see how our diplomacy has changed with the how's our diplomacy now? Minus 23. Wow, seriously? Yeah, we're gonna end up having to fight this dude.
Business brings you to my door.
These guys are kind of like indifferent. These guys like me over here. I think I'm gonna just take this guy out. I don't think he has any allies, so let's see. Military allies, ooh. Well, they're getting demolished. If they end up getting killed, I can take advantage and take out Mighty. If I take their land, that'll leave me open to expand in the north. Because they already don't like me. These guys don't like me really either, but these guys pretty much fucking hate me. Go ahead, build up our farm. Really need that public order to start setting in. Let's see about lowering our food. How much food will that put me at? 4. Public order minus 11. 2. Okay, so I can't really raise any more of an army. I need this to be built and this to be built because I need to get public order here, like, in check. Let's see, zeal. Fuck, this guy sucks. I'm gonna need that extra zeal. Any kind of public order to help. Or, hold on, let me see governors. Let's go to governors real quick. What's this guy got? He's got 3 to zeal. What if we gave him Braga? Okay, that'll help public order wise. And then this guy, we'll give him mana or mana, whatever. So that his loyalty's back up. Public order's still gonna be bad until... Wrong button. At least when this guy gets the second zeal, he'll actually have more public order. That'll be good. No, I think he had, what did he have? 10% to govern Providence? Okay.
You can rely on us. Let's go.
I'll just get governance for this guy. Get him maxed out on governance before anything. Yeah, I could divorce his ugly wife. That's actually a good valid point. What's his name again? How do you say some of these names, man? Sigtrigger. I don't freaking know. Alright. We're going to... Yep. Divorce. For good or ill, this marriage has been dissolved. Character divorce. Fan-frickin-tastic. We'll have a little bit of zeal. So that'll allow me, with the net -1 to zeal, I can actually get public order when he levels up next. So that'll actually, that's good. Good call there, Redemption. What are my thoughts so far? Necrolam, you're gonna end up using a lot more of your influences and using your court than you did in previous Total Wars. There's not as many battles. That's kind of like my only pet peeve. But other than that, I'm actually enjoying it for what it is, a saga. It's not meant to be like, oh, this brand new standalone title. It's supposed to be a small point in time, and like what I've noticed CA seems to be doing is using sagas as like an R&D, like research and development, kind of like implementing new ideas, new things within the games, seeing what's popular for probably future titles. The campaign aspect, you're gonna worry more about the campaign than you are the battles, for sure. What's up, Jesus sees all? You also have to worry about your food in order to get your armies up and running. Big impact. Food isn't about like public order anymore, it's about your armies. R&D trial and error sounds about right. Exactly, Necrolam. Like, so they're gonna do like what a lot of people are like complaining. Oh, it's a reskin for Attila. This, and that. If you think about it, it's smart business practice. They're using a lot of like former files, a lot of things, you know, previous assets and resources to do R&D, trial and error, try and get some, you know, without spending a ridiculous amount of money. And then some of these trials they can take into other, you know, future titles, which, you know, these games will help foster that. And, you know, it's good business practice. They're monetizing their R&D, basically. We're eager for Thrones of Britannia, but also really excited for the new game engine revealed with 3 Kingdoms. Oh, dude, I cannot wait for this new engine reveal. I hope it utilizes better, you know, higher-end computers more efficiently. Alright, let's see. How's our empire going? Our public order is dropping. It's going more positive. So when this occupation starts to drop, that's going to allow me to have positive public order, in which case I'll probably be able to build this building. Actually, I will be able to build this building. So we can actually start the process next turn for the building of it. Let's go ahead and get upgrades on some of these guys. And let's just keep an eye on our diplomacy. Also, because of the way the campaign works out, you're very worried about like how you manage like diplomacy. You want to keep an eye on all this diplomacy so you know what is your actual next target, because you are so easily, like, for lack of a better term, you know, screwed in the ass if you pick the wrong time to attack somebody.
My halls are enriched by your visit.
Man, these guys just do not like me. Fine, I get it.
We pledge your service.
See, Osrage is still down there. They got those two. I think I'm pretty safe if I go to war with the Mighty right now. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna prepare for war here. Let's build up our army. We've got a lot of axemen. Which is gonna be very good. Really want to get these guys and this guy, but I need more research. What is the benefit? 24, 15, 25. Armor. Morale. Honestly, the spears are better. We're gonna get ready to go to war with Mighty. I think I could take him. As for the Three Kings itself, I've been advocating for a China-based Total War for years. I'm not really miffed that the focus is the Romance of Three Kingdoms rather than a more historical frame. Oh yeah, I actually, you know what? I'm Dynasty Warriors and Three Kingdoms fan that I actually makes me want to play it even more. And yeah, like you said, honestly, Necrolam, I think what they're going to do. So this is my ideas with Three Kingdoms. They're going to do Three Kingdoms. They're going to do a bunch of content on Three Kingdoms, but then they're going to have separate, like, not games, but DLCs that might be like almost expansions that will cover some of those other time periods in, you know, ancient China. Now, with that, you know, we also are going to have Warhammer 3 probably either at the end of this year or sometime beginning of next year. My next question, what's going to be the next Total War title? Like, even though, you know, we got a lot of time, I am hoping for a Victorian era, you know, 1800s to early 1900s, right before World War I. I think with all this, you know, increase to technology and all the things that have, like, happened over the years in Total War, they can still hammer the 1800s up to the right before World War I. And I think they that would be my next, like, I want them to cover that. I would like them to cover that, and then after all of that, maybe Medieval 3. Because I don't want Medieval 3 just yet, considering the fact that, like, all the Total Wars are kind of in that same time area with Total, you know, a Victorian era would be nice to get away for a little bit and get on the, like, the old, you know, pike shot and, you know, when guns were starting to be revolutionized. Not pike shot, but, you know, after Empire. Total War Revolution, American and French. The next Total War that isn't Warhammer or China focused would likely be Empire 2. Yeah, exactly, Necrolam. I think they could do an Empire 2 covering the Victorian era. Alright, so let's see. We want to get public order settled over here. Fame, industry, runestone. Wow, look at that industry production. Holy shit. Yes, please. And I get public order? You can't beat that. So we'll go runestone. And then eventually we'll get this water mill. And we get... That's just great. Slaves as well. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to get like a garrison at some point or another though, for sure.
We've led your service. Our foes shall fall. Get those fortifications up.
I got no loyalty issues right now. This guy's happy now. I wonder how much loyalty I would lose off this guy if he, if I took him off of being the heir. Wasteful, corruption 20%, governance minus. Ooh. That ain't good. I'm gonna have to do some sort of political intrigue. He's not gonna be. Let's see. I'm gonna need some estates to appease him before I do that. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I don't wanna run the risk. Max, shush. Upgrade our troops. It's good. This will be a good sized battle too when it happens. I doubt there will be a Medieval 3 too soon. Yeah, Dex, I don't think Medieval 3 will be like... I think Medieval 3 is honestly not for the next 10 years. American Civil War would be decent. I know the Civil War mod for Empires was... Yes, it was very popular. Dex Empire was good, but had some bugs and limitations. I've heard 2 and CA's redemption in that time frame. I think Total War Warhammer 3 will be out before Empire 2 and Medieval 3, since Total War Warhammer is... yes, so Rage Grip, Warhammer 3 is probably this next year, dude. Either, at the end of this year or the beginning of next year.
Enemy blood will flow.
Yes, Necrolam, exactly. So this is the thing about if they did an 1800s. So if they did it in Victorian era, from like the 1800s all the way up to right before World War I, right? They have so many wars. They have the American Civil War. They have the Spanish-American War. They have the Mexican-American War. They have, you know, in the U.S. happening alone. Then you have so many other wars going on all over the world that can be, you know, be in the scope and time period. Plus, just, hey, so let's just say screw history and everybody just wants to war, duke it out. You got the Boxer Rebellion if you do it like early, right before. When did the Boxer Rebellion happen? I don't remember exactly. Shoot, what year was that? Like 18 something, 1890 something. 1899 to 1901. So you have a whole bunch of little wars that happened. You got the Crimean War. So they have a lot of like different wars that can be covered in that time. All right, where the hell did they go? They fucking ran. I'm waiting for the full troops. I don't want to commit without full up units. Eastern Axemen. One more. Why not? Oh wait. Shouldn't. I don't have the food. We can start that building up though. Two turns, our public order's about to go up. Also, we're gonna get some more public order. Good, we're starting to stabilize over here.
Our foes shall fall.
That pronunciation? Yeah, the pronunciation. Boer work too. I don't know very much about the Mexican versus American War, but it seems that the lack of faction option is pretty high. What do you mean? In an Empire 2? There's so many, like, I'm talking, that's just America alone, dude.
I have achieved greater rank.
Well, I mean, think about it. Victorian era is what, from 1830s all the way up to what, 1900 trooper? Because Victorian era is basically Queen Victoria. When she was lived from the 1837 till 1901. So you got Civil War still used line battles. And that was in the late 1800s. Actually, mid 1861 to 1865. So it fits. You're still waiting for World War II. That is your dream since Shogun. That's never gonna happen. I don't think that'll... For them to do a Total War World War II, like, they'd have to change their entire game. Or gaming, for that matter. And their coding, and, like, they wouldn't be focused on line warfare anymore. And it either have to be company-based or squad-based combat. Which when you do that, you lose out on the massive battles. Yo, Referic Lothar, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Years back, I thought the same about a fantasy Total War. Exactly, Ronin Reborn. Fantasy makes sense as long as there was actually, like, you know, fantasy still had, like, formations and whatnot. Alright, let's see here. I want to invest in this province more. Let's see. This guy, though. Govern province. How's our public order right now? -4. So we're going to give him... Oh, shit. Doesn't have the second zeal trait yet. Screw it. Let's get the extra go. Oh shit, he has the -2 to governance too. He's fucking greedy. Greedy motherfucking bastard. All right, whatever. We'll work on the bard. Let's go ahead and look at our family records. This is Eljote. Lejote. Where the fuck are you? I'm gonna have to get this guy like a wife that's worthwhile or something.
We'll see this through. Wait for new orders, man.
You guys ready for the war?
You won't get an easy time of it.
Right now. Aye then.
I think the best setting for a Total War would be the Renaissance and early modern period. Yes, I agree. Renaissance is also a good period. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe. I see what you did there. Honestly, these are nowhere near as in depth as, like, say, Europa or Crusader Kings. It actually is pretty simple once you've, like, played it and spent some time. If you ask questions, you can learn pretty easily a lot of the mechanics. So we're gonna... Okay, they have a 14 stack right there. I gotta keep an eye out. They might... Their allies might come down. We've got enough money. We can raise another army. This will be good for, like, Ivar to start getting some traits and shit.
Enemy blood will flow.
With that, start him off with some spearmen, Eastman Axemen. Let's see. Oh, I only have 35. We'll get him the spearmen and axemen to start. Once we get more farms, which when we upgrade this, we'll have more farms. And is this a farm? No. This is where the farm is. Okay. How long till this upgrades? 2 turns till that upgrades. 2 turns till that upgrades. So we'll be able to raise another army. Start raising another army. And then what we're going to do is... basically, this army is for any fights. And then the other army is going to be for, like, just capturing their lands. Alright, so we've got... melee specialists. We're going to go all the way to offensive tactics for the melee skill and sword and axe infantry. And then after we get that, we're going to research all the way up to here. This is going to get us Eastern Mailed Axemen. Like, this will actually make our warriors insanely strong. That's going to help early game for sure. The most in-depth game series you've ever played is Hearts of Iron series. Don't know how that compares to this though. It's actually, this is actually way simpler than Hearts of Iron. Honestly. Have you taken a break from Total War Arena or just missed okay, so Necrolim, it's end of semester for me. I've had exams, projects, stuff like that. I've just been not really streaming at all. Because of that, and also I was like having trouble finding games that I wanted to play. Now that Thrones of Britannia is out, I'm gonna basically be playing a lot of Thrones of Britannia until I'm sick of it basically, and probably go back to Total War Arena. But yeah, it's mostly due to the fact that it was the end of the semester, and like Monday is my last final exams. For too long, the Irish have caused problems for us, but enough is enough. It is time to take matters in our own hands and destroy the inland kingdom. Eliminate the alleged High King once and for all. Vassalize or eliminate mighty. Influence +2 for barter. Okay. I can get down with that. Get that extra campaign movement. Now, before I actually like start building anything in these provinces, I'm gonna wait because of this war we're about to have. It's organizational management, Ronin Reborn. I got 2 more semesters and then I'm done. So 1 more, and we go from. We can get 1 more unit off of that. 1 more unit off of that. Or just make everybody unhappy to high hell. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and grab those. Oh, he's gonna go for that, his settlement. That should put me in attacking range of his settlement. And if I play this right, let's see. The 14 stack versus my 17, I should be able to win that pretty freaking easily. Let's get this guy right here. We'll move Ivar up here. We're just gonna cripple their entire economy. Hopefully, these guys didn't send an army down. Let's take a look at Linz. Are we still... They're not too happy with us. Alright, we got a declaration of friendship.
You are welcome here. What happens?
These guys are still fighting Osraj. Osraj. I can't fucking pronounce these names, man. Some of these names are ridiculous I'm pronouncing.
Approach then, and let us negotiate. We will see the color of your money.
100 gold for declaration of friendship? Sure.
Approach
Probably get the Welsh for a declaration. Nope. What about Powys?
my hospitality. Let it be.
Want to make sure I don't have issues with these bad boys all over here coming to get greedy in my lands.
What you have to say.
I may be open to
Our foes
Alright, -2 to public order. That's only going to be for one turn. Build up that. And that should end our turn. You're back. Had to join family dinner. Welcome back, Edgy Mean Bear. I'm still here. We're about to go to war with Mighty. Oh. Hello. Hi. They've got a 15 and a 14 stack. Fan-fucking-tastic. That, well, hold on. Okay, they don't have a full army. Like, oof. This could, like, break me. This could, like, make or break me. How much am I gonna lose? I'm gonna lose 35 food when I lose that province. But
Our foes shall fall. No way.
I feel like I could take them. What do you guys think? You think I could take them? Gia Joe, I play everybody. I have every single unit up to tier 5, every commander up to tier 5 on both EU and NA, and I got several T9s, 8s, and 7s.
No. Not possible.
I feel like I can do this.
Enemy blood will flow.
Our son's gonna come in and reinforce.
We'll see this through.
Get marching, men. Bring death.
Alrighty, let's see here. We got Freeman, Spearmen. They got a lot of javelins. That's good, actually, because they're javelins. Oh, this is fucking beautiful. Come on, man. They got